Saying, "I miss you," can transform you from a man into an option. The timing matters. Here's the psychological reason. And before we go deep into the psychology, if you're new here, hit subscribe right now. This channel is where men learn stoic strength, emotional control, and the truth about female psychology. If you stay till the end, I'll give you exact text templates for every stage the first month, after a breakup, and after an argument, so you never kill attraction again. Now, let's get into it. I learned this lesson the hard way. Years ago, I said, "I miss you" too early, to someone I really cared about. I wasn't trying to cling. I wasn't trying to beg. I just wanted her to know I valued her. But the moment I said it, everything shifted. Her replies got shorter. The energy dropped. The dynamic changed. She didn't say it back. She didn't lean closer. She didn't soften. Instead, something inside her closed. I didn't know it at the time, but I had crossed a psychological line that most men never even realize exists. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Attraction language and attachment language are not the same. Attraction language sparks curiosity, desire, anticipation, and mystery. Attachment language communicates emotional dependence, longing, and need. Women respond powerfully to the first. They lose attraction when they sense the second too early. When you say, "I miss you," before the emotional foundation has been built, you shift out of attraction language and into attachment language. You stop being a man she's trying to win over. You become a man who is already captured. And the moment you do that too early, she feels the weight of expectation land on her shoulders. That pressure kills desire. Let me break this down even deeper. When you tell a woman, "I miss you," you're saying one of three things, even if you don't realize it. You're saying, "Your attention is my emotional fuel." Or you're saying, "I'm afraid of losing you." Or you're saying, "My emotional world is leaning toward you, and I hope yours is leaning back." None of these messages are attractive when said too early. Not because women don't want to be missed, but because they want it to come from strength, not dependence. Women are intuitive. They don't listen to the words alone. They feel the emotional energy behind the words. If the energy is calm, grounded, slow building, she leans in. If the energy is anxious, rushed, or seeking reassurance, she pulls away every time. Now let me show you exactly why timing matters. In the early stages, the first 2 to 6 weeks attraction is fueled by mystery. She's trying to figure you out. She's wondering where she stands. She's thinking about you, but she's also evaluating your frame, your stability, your purpose, and your emotional pace. When you say, "I miss you" too early, you reveal your pace before she's ready for it. You show emotional availability before she's invested enough to receive it. It's like opening a book to the final page before she's attached to the story. She stops reading. Now, let me give you an example of phrasing that destroys attraction instantly. I've said these exact things before. "I wish you were here." "I really want to see you." These sound sweet, but they're dangerous in the early stages because they imply emotional availability she hasn't earned yet. Here's how it usually plays out. You say it with sincerity. She responds with a soft emoji, or "ah," or "that's sweet," or something non-committal. You feel warm for a moment. Then, within hours or days, you feel her energy dip. She replies slower. She takes longer to initiate. And suddenly, what felt like closeness becomes distance. It's not that she doesn't like you. It's that the pace shifted too fast, and she instinctively backed up to create space. Now let me tell you about another time, a different situation, when I didn't say, "I miss you," even though I felt it. Instead, I held my center. I kept my energy grounded. I used the stoic alternative. And something wild happened. She leaned closer. She initiated more. She showed up with softness and intention, and I realized something. It's not the words that create connection. It's the frame you say them from. Here's the reality. Women don't fall for men who confess too early. They fall for men who make them feel something before they hear anything. They fall for the man whose presence is stable, whose emotions don't spill, whose desires unfold slowly. Women crave emotional pacing. They crave a man who can feel deeply but reveal slowly. That's the difference between attraction and attachment. Now let's talk about the Stoic alternative. This is the key. The Stoic man never uses emotional language to create closeness. He uses action, presence, timing, and calm leadership. When he feels longing, he breathes through it instead of broadcasting it. When he wants to say, "I miss you," he lets the desire mature inside him until the moment is right. This is not coldness. This is discipline. The Stoic alternative phrasing is grounded, controlled, and masculine. Instead of saying, "I miss you," you say something that expresses interest without exposing emotional dependence. One of the best phrases I've ever used is, "It'll be good to see you." It simply sets a relaxed direction. Another alternative is, "Looking forward to next time." Not desperate, not needy, not clingy, just steady. This kind of language warms a woman without overwhelming her. There's another technique I use that always drew women closer, the micro-vanish. It's not ghosting, it's not manipulation, it's a psychological reset. You step back for 1 to 2 days, not out of fear, but out of emotional calibration. You let her curiosity breathe. And when you return, you bring value instead of need. You send something simple like, "Just got back from the gym. Hope you're good." You haven't declared longing. You haven't shown emotional collapse. You've simply re-entered with purpose. Now let me give you the full templates based on timing. First month, after breakup, after argument. Use these and you will never sabotage attraction again. In the first month, never say, "I miss you." The closest acceptable phrase is, "This week looks good for us," or "Thursday works. Let's make it happen." You lead. You set direction. You keep the emotional language off the table until she invests more. This builds desire naturally. After a breakup, "I miss you" is a landmine. You think it will make her soften, but it actually signals emotional dependence when she already pulled back. The Stoic alternative is, "Hope you're well. I'm taking time to reset." Women respond to grounded detachment, not emotional longing. After an argument, the phrase, "I miss you," feels like an attempt to patch emotional wounds without resolving the core issue. The Stoic alternative is, "Let's talk when we're both calm." And when the moment is right, and both of you have softened, then and only then you can say something like, "Good to see you again." Not, "I miss you." Not yet. Warmth without pressure. Now I want to give you a story, a personal story, because these lessons didn't come from books. They came from experience. There was a woman I was seeing years ago. Things were going well. We had chemistry. We had connection. But I got ahead of myself. One night, after a long day, I told her, "I miss you." I felt it honestly, but she wasn't there yet, emotionally. Her tone shifted, her energy cooled, and within a week, the dynamic collapsed. I didn't lose her because I cared. I lost her because I revealed the depth too early. I moved emotionally before she moved relationally. Now let me tell you another story. A different woman, a different time. Same feeling, I missed her. But this time, I held my center. I didn't rush to express it. I kept my pace steady. I stayed focused on my routine. And when she asked, "Do you miss me?" I smiled and said, "It'll be good to see you." And do you know what happened? She smiled. She leaned closer. She grabbed my arm, and she said, "I like how calm you are about everything." She didn't want the words, she wanted the energy behind them. And that's what most men never understand. Women don't want your longing, they want your leadership. They don't want your emotional dependence, they want your emotional depth, expressed with discipline. They don't want you to rush. They want you to guide. Now here's the psychological breakdown. When a man expresses longing before emotional foundation is built, the woman subconsciously fears that she cannot meet his needs yet. She senses premature vulnerability. Women want to earn a man's softness slowly, not because they're manipulative, but because the earning creates emotional safety. When softness arrives too early, she feels responsible for emotions she didn't prepare for. But when a man is disciplined, pacing his affection, revealing it steadily, she feels safe, because she feels chosen, not chased, desired, not depended on. And that difference is everything. Now, here's your final Stoic micro-exercise, your 72-hour shift. For the next 3 days, anytime you feel the urge to say, "I miss you," don't send it. Instead, breathe. Slow your heart. Notice the emotion without acting on it. Then send something grounded and mature. Something that shows direction, not dependence. Something that shows interest, not attachment. You will feel your power rise. You will feel her energy shift. You will feel the dynamic reset into something calmer, more stable, more masculine. If this hit you the way it hit me when I first learned these lessons, subscribe right now for more Stoic masculine teachings. This is Stoic Power Codes, where men reshape their mindset, their emotional strength, and their understanding of women. Stay disciplined, stay grounded, and move with quiet power.